When my daughter went through this major change in her life, many things about her changed. But one thing didn't change, and that was her compassion, her sympathy that she has for people. When she was a young teenager, it came time for her to go to the student convention, like her two older sisters did. They were not only her friends, but they were her mentors as well. So they worked with her, and she entered the very same events that they were in. The only thing is, Brenda has a natural ability for public speaking. Well, when they got there, she was unknowingly, thinking about it ahead of time, she was competing against her sisters. On the day of the awards, I was up front helping to hand out the ribbons. Someone else would call out the names and I would hand the ribbons to the people. But I was standing there with a little piece of paper that tells who won. And when the event that my oldest daughter was in, Christy, they called out the 6 people who won. Well, she had won first place for most of her high school career. So it was no surprise to her that she was called out to come up front to win her prize. She was surprised, though, to hear that Brenda was one of the 6. She was all excited and gave her a big hug. They stood there, and finally, number 6 was called, and it wasn't Brenda. And Christy looked at her and was just so pleased with her younger sister. Number 5 wasn't Brenda. Number 4, number 3. Finally, it was down to just the 2 of them. Oh, Christy was so pleased. She gave Brenda a big hug that she had won second place. Only her shock when number 2 was read, and it was Christy Walsh. I was standing right there, so I had ringside seat to see her face. Her jaw just dropped open. She took a couple of steps forward, then stopped and turned and pointed at Brenda and turned around and came up and got her second place ribbon. Brenda got first place. It's not what she wanted. She kept apologizing to Christy all the way home. She was crying. She did not mean to knock Christy out of it. Christy tried to reassure her that it was okay. It was okay, but I'll never forget the shock on Christy's face when she won second place to Brenda.